Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and I'm crazy about perfumes. In today's video, I'm going to talk about my February perfume tray. February is the last month of summer here in Australia. It's been overall a mild summer so far. We have had a few super hot days in the high 30 degrees Celsius. But for the most part, it's been in the high 20 degrees Celsius or the low 30 degrees Celsius, which has been a pleasant surprise for me because we were told to expect a hot and dry summer. So I'm pretty happy that it hasn't turned out that way. The first perfume on my February perfume tray is Rose Alexandrie by Armani Prive. Rose Alexandrie is a big love of mine. And it has also traveled with me on my last 2 trips overseas, mainly because I like that the label is not paper, so I don't worry about it peeling off when it's potentially rubbing against other items in my suitcase. Rose Alexandrie is a rose citrus fragrance. It has rose centifolia, solar note, bergamot, and neroli. I've not been to the Armani Prive counter in David Jones lately, but the last time I was there, I was told that Rose Alexandrie has been discontinued. However, it's still available on the Armani website, so that's partially good news, I suppose. Maybe what they've done is that it's not being produced anymore and therefore they're not having it stocked in store, but that's me guessing. I'm not sure. Really like this bottle. Lovely solid square shape, and all the Prive line have this pebble top in various colors. Let's give it a spray. I'm getting a little bitterness and a lovely honeyed sweetness. I think that's why I really like this fragrance. It's actually quite versatile, and it's also why it's pretty much my go-to for when I travel as well, because it would really be suitable for any occasion. Gorgeous fragrance. This is the 50 ml eau de toilette. I do prefer eau de toilettes for the summer months. However, I've noticed in the past week or so, I've actually been wearing eau de parfums. I think there's something about the humidity that prevents the perfume from radiating too far. That's my theory anyway. And I kind of feel like it's okay to wear eau de parfums, but we'll see how that goes. Next is another big love of mine, Neroli Outrenoir by Galan. This is from their La Art and La Matière range. I've actually made a reasonable dent. I've been wearing it quite a bit. Neroli Outrenoir is a smoked tea fragrance. It has notes of neroli, bergamot, petit grain, and smoked tea. I also watched the Perfume Guys interview with Thierry Wasser. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right at all. He's the nose for Galan, and the Perfume Guy is a YouTube channel which I am subscribed to and I watch regularly. And they were talking about the Galan perfumes, and he had mentioned that there's honey in Neroli Outrenoir, and now that I've heard that, I can actually pick it up when I'm using this perfume, and it's not a cloying honey. It's actually quite luminous. It's probably contributed to why I love this perfume so much. give it a spray. Really love the dispersion of the fragrance with this spray that they've got. Apparently they've got one of the best sprays in perfumery. So I'm actually picking up almost a citrus honey tea, and it almost smells good enough to drink. But please don't drink your perfume, that's not advisable. It's just something so glorious in this fragrance and how they've put it together in this smoky but at the same time luminous way. Really love to hear perfumers talk about their art, their craft, and I really enjoyed that interview on the Perfume Guys channel. For me, Neroli Outrenoir is quite good for our humid weather because it's sweet but it's light, and it means that I can wear a sweet perfume without being bogged down by its richness. And look at this bottle, gorgeous. And there's that bee. They've got an interesting sourcing of their honey. Very interesting to hear about the supply chain of the ingredients that they use. This is a 100 ml eau de parfum, but on me it performs more like an eau de toilette, which explains why I've made such a big dent in it, because I've had to spray up to 10 sprays to feel like I can smell it on me. Next is By Any Other Name by ALTAIA. This is a beautiful fragrance. It has almost all my favorite notes in one bottle. It is the interpretation of a garden. It has notes of bergamot, lychee, rose, peony, and osmanthus. Out of those, I really pick up the rose and lychee in this perfume. It's actually quite a light perfume. It says it's an eau de parfum, and this is a 100 ml size. I've also made reasonable dent in it because this is another one where I have to spray up to 10 sprays in order to be satisfied. Just give it a spray. Quite a fine mist with this spray. I'm getting quite a lovely sweetness, a little bit of jammy fruitiness, and also a bit of musk. It really is a stunning fragrance, and I really enjoy wearing it, although I do wish that it lasted longer on me. And this is another one where I really like the bottle. This would be perfect companion on my travels, except that the label is made of paper. So I'll have to work out how I can be secure in traveling with these bottles. Next is La Imperiatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. This used to be number 3 of their anthology line. So previous bottles of La Imperiatrice had the number 3 on them. It's the only one currently available from their anthology line. All the others have been discontinued. La Imperiatrice is a fruity floral, and initially it opens up with this sparkling fruitiness. It has notes of kiwi, watermelon, and cyclamen. I can definitely pick out the watermelon notes in this perfume. It's a very enjoyable perfume to wear because I feel light when I'm wearing La Imperiatrice. Let's give it a spray. I'm really enjoying this one lately. I think because it's been hot and humid, so it's really nice to have something fresh but sweet as well. Really enjoy this perfume. And the last one on my February perfume tray is also the latest addition to my collection. This is Magnolia by Miyake. I am super thrilled. I finally got this perfume. It's actually been on my list for about a year, I think. And initially I thought that it had been discontinued because I was in Meyer in one of the shopping malls and I couldn't find it. I didn't ask anyone, I just assumed that it wasn't there, but then when I went to David Jones recently, I saw it, and so I thought, well, definitely need to get it. And here it is. I think I'm on a white flower run in my purchases. I've been finding that I'm gravitating towards white flowers in perfumes recently. And while this is a distinctive Issey Miyake bottle, I'm not a fan of this somewhat wooden cap. It's actually a struggle to get off, and it never does feel properly secured on top of it. I much prefer the metal cap that the original L'Eau d'Issey had. Magnolia is basically meant to be a watery magnolia, but also somewhat solar, somewhat sun-kissed, which I believe lends to it being perfect for summer. Magnolia has notes of bergamot, magnolia, and sandalwood. This is the 50 ml eau de toilette, and also another one which doesn't last too long on me, but I kind of expect that, and it's fine to have something a little light for the summer. Let's give it a spray. So I get a little bit of citrus, but for the most part this is white florals. It's got that butteriness coming through. I've been really enjoying this one. Very nice. And I've just noticed as I was spraying there that I maybe have cut myself. Oh dear. It was stinging a little, but I didn't realize that I might have cut it. At least it's not bleeding. And here they are all together. My February perfume tray. What about you? What are you wearing this month? And how has the weather been where you are? I believe in the Northern Hemisphere would be the last month of winter. And have you been enjoying 2024 so far? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. Love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!